The question that everybody wants answered is, what exactly is the cloud? Well, most of us are using the cloud every day and we don't even realize it. When we're streaming video over the internet, or we're using a search engine, or we're using a webmail client through a web browser, or maybe we're creating documents or uploading files through a web browser. When we're doing these things, we're using the cloud. Cloud computing is simply the on-demand delivery of computing services over the internet. Cloud computing is categorized into different service models: software as a service, platform as a service, and infrastructure as a service. Software as a service is the simplest to use and the easiest to deploy. It gives us on-demand access to shared applications and data over the internet. There's no special software to install or configure. It's provided for you. Everything is available via a web browser. Microsoft Office 365 and Slack are two popular software as a service products. In this restaurant analogy, the server is taking care of everything: the servers, the storage of the data, the virtualization, the networking, the operating systems, the software that runs on top of the operating systems, as well as the applications that we use, like Microsoft Word or some other application, and the data. It's all being provided, saved, stored, and created for us. All we have to do is use it. Platform as a service gives us a little more control. In this model, we still have a lot of things taken care of for us. In the picture, you can see that the servers, storage, virtualization, software, and operating systems are all being handled for us, but we decide which applications will be used or whether or not they'll be created, as well as how the data will get created. Specifically, developers and programmers upload their content to pre-configured servers. There's no installing or maintaining of the server software or operating systems. Platform as a service providers include Amazon S3 or Simple Storage Service, Amazon Route 53, Amazon AWS, and Google Cloud, just to name a few. Platform as a service gives us the extra ability to build on top of these services by using APIs. Infrastructure as a service gives us even more control. With infrastructure as a service, we have dedicated virtual systems that we can manage and maintain ourselves. It gives us a greater degree of flexibility and customization in regards to cloud computing. Amazon Web Services, while also providing us with platform as a service, is also a leader in infrastructure as a service. DigitalOcean is another widely known infrastructure as a service provider. In this picture analogy, we have the cooking school in the role of the service provider. And the cooking school can help us take care of the virtualization, the storage, the servers, and the networking, but we have more control over what we're going to cook. We have, in this case, control over the applications and the data, as well as we can install and choose and manage our own operating systems and software. You can think of cloud computing as a stack, and each layer of the stack builds upon the one below it. Each one of these tiers of service gives us more control over that complete virtual environment. At the top, you have software as a service, where everything's pretty much being taken care of for you, and you can just use the software. Platform as a service, which gives you some more control, where you create the applications or decide which applications get installed, as well as how the data is going to be created. Or infrastructure as a service, where you have some control over how you're going to network these virtual machines and servers and configure things yourself. You have control over how that is going to look, but it's going to require a little more responsibility and a little more work to set that up and configure it the way you need it.